Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, June 9th, 2014. There was a spectacular attack in Karachi, Pakistan last evening on the airport, the international airport. Karachi is a huge city, some 10 million people. Apparently the Taliban attacked it with 10 militants who were disguised as security guards. A 5-hour gun battle ensued. Killed 13 people. Explosions echoed throughout the night. No airplanes were damaged. The Pakistani military, in just about an hour, plans to hand the airport back over to civil authorities. Heavy gunfire, grenade launchers, and even mortars were being used by both sides as they tried to wrest control of the airport back from the Taliban. Apparently, the Taliban has been in negotiations with Pakistani governmental leaders, and the negotiations have hit an impasse, and this was the Taliban's response. Endurance Specialty Insurance Company in Bermuda, run by John Charman, has set the wheels in motion for its $49.50 per share exchange offer for all outstanding common shares of Aspen. The Insurance Insider is reporting that this offer is going to remain open for all Aspen shareholders to take up an either all-cash or a all-stock or a hybrid payment up until the 29th of August. John Charman had signaled last week that he was going to move forward on this. One such outcome of a hostile takeover to the shareholders like this is to put enough pressure on a defensive board of directors that they'll eventually accede to a friendly acquisition. That so far does not seem to be the case with Aspen. There was a flash flood in northern Afghanistan over the weekend that killed at least 80 people and destroyed some 800 homes. It was in a northern district up in the Himalaya area. It seems that the death toll could yet rise. There was also a drowning of a group of 25 Indian engineering students in a northern India state of Himachal Pradesh when a hydropower project released water into a valley that the engineering students were in and studying. They were swept away and drowned. There is outrage now on the part of tourists and locals, as well as from the school that the Indian engineering students attend, saying that there was no warning for the surge of water. There was no official warning before the water was released from the reservoir. It just cascaded down on them. The Center for Strategic and International Studies, in a study sponsored by the security software company McAfee, says that cybercrime costs the global economy about $445 billion every year, with the damage to business from the theft of intellectual property exceeding the $160 billion loss to individuals from hacking. Nobody is immune from this. The toll on the U.S., China, Japan, and Germany reached $200 billion a year. In the United States, apparently, some 40 million citizens have been affected by hacking thefts already. A new report says that the proposed Canada-U.S. Keystone XL pipeline would be an easy target for a terrorist attack that could create an environmental disaster. The vulnerability study was produced for a company called NextGen Climate America, which is a company that opposes the construction of the pipeline. It was authored by a retired Command Master Chief of the U.S. Navy SEALs, Mr. David Cooper. He said that it would take only a few terrorists with some basic hand tools and a small amount of explosives to conduct a coordinated attack along just a few key nodes of that pipeline in the span of just a few minutes. He said it's an environmental disaster waiting to happen. Quote, that's an XL Valdez level oil spill right in the middle of the United States. He went on to say that a coordinated successful attack on several areas of the pipeline could disgorge over 7 million gallons of crude oil. An explosion has ripped through an oil refinery and triggered a fire in eastern Nanking in China. The refinery is owned by the Sinpoec Yangtze Petrochemical Company. 4 of the 8 oil tanks on the site are on fire. Some 10 fire brigades have been called in. It's not immediately known whether the blast or the fire have caused any casualties. And in New Jersey, one of the toughest auto insurance markets in the country, Nationwide of Columbus, Ohio, a Nationwide insurance company, is coming back into the market. They've been gone for about 30 years. Nationwide is going to try to grab market share in what state officials say is now a more competitive field. Right now, Geico is the lead writer of car insurance in New Jersey. They have 16.5% of the market. New Jersey Manufacturers is number 2 with a little bit under 15%. Nationwide is the latest in a string of returnees and new entrants to the automobile insurance market in New Jersey, which is one of the highest priced states in the country for car insurance. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.